What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to This Week in Esports and Gaming for the third week of March 2020. I'm your host, Mark Kai. Let's dive right into it. For our first top 3 story, Gen.G, they're going to partner with Nimble Neuron. They're going to work with the dev to promote their third-person MMO game, Eternal Return. It starts on March 23rd at GDC with a theme party for event attendees and influencers as well to experience this Eternal Return, as well as Gen.G partnership. They're going to launch the Eternal Return Collegiate Club program, which is a network supported through scholarship and mentorship opportunities. And as well, they're also going to have an Eternal Return College Cup event that features teams formed by college institutions. Now, as a press release says, this is an interesting partnership because it's flipped on its head from what esports partnerships are traditionally viewed as. Typically, an esport org will want to put their branding inside a game, but in this sense, the actual game itself wanted to get promoted more through the esports org. So Gen.G is really kind of pioneering that new type of partnership here. It's not like Eternal Return is a brand new game either. It's actually pretty smart because this means that if it doesn't really do well, there's not a huge backlash, right? If it was a brand new game and they partnered with this and it didn't do well, then this might not be good going forward anymore for other types of orgs. But since this is a game that's been out for at least 2 years at this point, or around 2 years at this point, it might be good for this to have set an example for future types of esports partnerships. I'm curious to see if Gen.G will do this more in the future with their sponsorship revenues, and if other orgs kind of follow Gen.G as well to do this type of partnership deal with other game publishers as well. Bandai Namco Mobile are trialing a 4-day work week. This began on March 7th and will operate for 6 months in this trial period. The idea is to improve mental health and reduce burnout while improving the company's innovation within their actual product itself. Salaries and benefits will remain the same, and they're actually taking case studies from other industries and game publishers as well that are doing something similar. So this is a great idea in theory, I believe. We've seen Armor Games implement this permanently after a trial period at their company, and this is something that gaming probably needs more than other industries, because gaming is one of the few industries I think that people are still actually working from home remotely from. A lot of other industries are back in the office again, as far as I can tell from just friends that I see in real life. I don't have any huge statistic numbers here, but many gaming companies are still remote, which means more time behind the screen and less time meeting colleagues. So obviously it isn't going to be quite a full solution immediately, right? People are still going to have to get adjusted to working 4 days and doing more work every single day, and it might not be the greatest solution, especially when it comes to crunch. With only 4 days in a work week, maybe you're gonna have to work really long 11 to 12 hour days on those 4 days that you have off. And some people have cited that, hey, they feel weird not working on Friday, but I think it's just a introductory period with people maybe not necessarily used to not working on Fridays, right? Every single Friday. But I think this is a nice step in the right direction towards gaming. We'll see if they actually continue to do this after the 6-month trial period, and if more gaming companies to do this or will do this in the future as well. Given employees have so much power as well right now, I think this is a pretty good branding benefit for companies. They want to attract people to say, hey, we only have a 4-day work week. Obviously, you're going to work the same amount of hours each day, but perhaps you'll have more of a weekend for yourself. ESL Gaming extend their partnership with Monster Energy. This is a multi-year deal, and this includes support for the mobile esports, which is first time for Monster Energy in their history supporting mobile esports. This includes a sponsorship of the Snapdragon Pro Series, which is the main added benefit here. Given Monster has sponsored DreamHack for the past 8 years at this point, it makes sense for them to continue expanding their marketing partnership with ESL from a marketing POV. For context, they signed their global partnership deal with ESL in 2021, so it's good for ESL that they're actually able to continue the partnership with Monster Energy and expand upon it. ESL has been historically pretty good at actually utilizing their partnerships and extending them long term. Obviously, they have a great relationship with Intel, so I'm curious to see if they can do this with their other partnerships with like DHL, the US Air Force, and other brands like that. As far as partnerships go, Paris Saint-Germain partnered with EPOS to be the official audio equipment provider for PSG Esports Dota 2 team, and they will use the H6 Pro closed acoustic gaming headset, and this is a nice growth into the new Asian market for EPOS because their Dota 2 team is an Asian-based team. TWIEG Gaming partnered with Scry Studios, which means Tribe will have land-based NFTs with branding in the game Heroes of Mavia, which is a pay-to-earn MMO strategy crypto game. EXCEL Esports partners with Yo-Yo Tech. EXCEL branded PCs, logos on jerseys, customized PCs for all EXCEL Esports players will be part of this partnership, and this is a classic PC partnership in the esports space for 2 UK companies. As far as finance and M&A goes, Elevenwolf acquired TWIEG for $29 million. TWIEG allows users in certain games to monetize private servers, and this allows Overwolf users to monetize their UGC and expand Overwolf's offerings to include private server owners. Fervor raised $76 million. This is led by Hero Capital with participation from EXCEL and Makers Fund. There are 1.5 billion players to date playing on Fervor with pure mobile and web-based games that allow users to play fast casual games with little to no equipment. The blockchain game dev Third Time Entertainment raised $3.5 million. This was led by London Venture Partners and featured participation from Coinbase Ventures, Reciprocal Ventures, Six Man Ventures, Big Brain Holdings, Folius Ventures, and Maven Capital. This will be used to scale its team with a focus on reward-based games. Offworld Industries, the publisher of Beyond the Wire, acquired their development partner for Beyond the Wire, Redstone Interactive. Redstone CEO will continue to run the studio's day-to-day business, but overall this is pretty smart because it's a large strategic decision that Offworld wants to make, and if they do have to make these strategic decisions more in the future and implement them into the game, it'll be easier to have that publishing or game dev partner under the publishing wing. Leela Games raised a $10 million Series A for their mobile shooter game called Black to bring on more devs. This was a round led by Rainfall with participation from Bitcraft Ventures, Galaxy Interactive, Sequoia Capital, and Crafton. Lots of workforce changes this week. Alex Gonzalez joins Enthusiast Gaming as the head of Luminosity. He will be running the Luminosity brand and organization. He spent the past 3 years at Respawn Products doing sponsorships, marketing, and brand management, and he was previously at Red Reserve as well. In the past, he has a master's in marketing from Florida International University. Alex Williams joins Capitol Records as the VP of Gaming Strategy. He has lots of experience in account management and marketing with Verizon, Red Bull, and Under Armour. He was the North American lead for gaming and esports at Coca-Cola for the past 3 years before moving to Capitol Records. Julian Bennett Cho has been promoted to Senior Director of Partnership Strategy and Execution at GenG. He spent the last 2 years with GenG, first as an account manager and now all the way up to Senior Director title. He was previously Super League Gaming as an account manager and an IMG and the esports team as well. Jen Simmons joins 100 Thieves as the Chief Content Officer. She was most recently the Executive Vice President of Production Development and Programming at Barstool Sports for 3 years. That's a pretty impressive title. She has lots of experience in the entertainment and media space as a producer and will now focus on building their content for 100 Thieves. Josh Burns joins FunPlus as the Senior Director for Business Development for North America. He previously founded Digital Dev Connect, and his new job will focus on driving distribution growth and revenue as well. He's experienced with partnerships at Manticore Games, Tapas Media, and Congregate. Thomas Spencer joins Underscore Talent as a talent coordinator. He was worked with Shotcall previously in the past as a partnerships manager, and most recently he was at Exposure doing partnership marketing. Jared Gross joins Dignitas as the Senior Director of Content. He has lots of experience overseeing content and social media from Blue Wire to Verizon to NBC Sports in the past. He'll be working with Jen Franklin to oversee Dignitas' content initiatives. Michael Brennan joins Riot Games as a broadcast production manager. He has over 25 years of experience in broadcast, most recently as the digital platforms manager at Virgin Media TV. He'll be overseeing live esports production broadcasts through the Riot Games Dublin office. Matthew Bincliff joins Alpine as the Esports Partnership Coordinator. He has lots of work in the esports space, previously at the Newell as a Battle Royale product manager, and he's worked at Belong Arenas and Renault Sports Racing before his current role at Alpine. As far as new stuff goes, PGL announced the Dota 2 Major Arlington at the Esports Stadium Arlington in Texas. This is the first Dota 2 Major in North America in 6 years, and this will run from August 4th through the 14th with a $500,000 prize pool. That's it for this week in esports and gaming. Thank you so much for tuning in. Credit to the publications and authors themselves for the images and info provided. If you know someone finds this valuable, please tag them down below or share this with them. And as always, have a great day, everybody.